What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to add a scare baboon monster movement to your Google Tag Fangame's monster. So this is how you do it. So first, what you need to do is you need to import the Unity package from the link in the description. So it should be called Scare Baboon Monster Movement folder in your assets like that. Don't mess with any of the folders or scripts so this actually works properly. So now, get any model that actually has like bones in it, so you can actually move around the hands and all the other stuff. So scale it down, open up your models, and actually find the wait. Just open up your model like that. Okay, now, once you've opened up your model, so you get to your hands or your wrists, open up Window here and click on Package Manager and search up Animation Rigging and download this. Now, if you click on Armature here, click on Animation Rigging on the top, click on Rig Setup, and then a new rig component or empty should be here. Set the position to 0, 0, 0, so like that. So it should be like in the middle of the body, or like at the bottom of the body. Now, if you create two empties called IKR and IKL, like that. Now, this depends how many the amount of empties depends on how many arms your monster has. So my monster has 2 arms, so I'm gonna put down 2 empties. Now, on the 2 IKs that you just created, add a component called to bone IK constraint, and you see all these. First, on the IKR, you need to drag in your right wrist into tip. On IKL, drag your left wrist into tip, like that. Now, if you select both of these IKs and you click on them, or right click on it, right click on the component to bone IK constraint and select the bottom one, auto setup from tip transform, and you should see all these circles and squares. So what you first need to do with these spheres, you need to move these back like that. And if you want to move it inward, use the scale tool and move it like that. Now, for these squares, if your hand is facing that way, move it to the right, rotate it to the right. Same for the other one, rotate it to the left. Now, and move this square near to the shoulder or near the shoulder like that. Now drag both of these targets out into the model. Now if you click on this model and click on add component and search up procedural animation there, if you set the cycle speed to 2, set the timings offset to 0.5, set the layer mask to default, and in the leg IK targets, you want to drag these targets here, that, and now the AI movement system is now created. So now we need to make the monster system. Now, create an empty parent like that by right clicking on this and create empty parent like that, and name this parent monster like that. Now on monster, you need to click on add component, add monster navigation like that, and add the nav mesh surface, nav mesh agent I meant, and drag this component into here. Now, um, detection range, you can just set it to whatever you want. Monster speed wonder. So basically, this speed is whenever the monster is not moving around or anything. So I'm gonna set this to 3. Once the speed chase probably makes sense, I'm gonna set that to 4, like that. Points is basically points. Basically, is gonna be go to places where the monster isn't chasing anything. So it'll go to all these points like randomly. So if it's at this point, then it might choose a random point and it will go to this point. Just randomly going to random points like that. And now for this navmesh agent, set the angular speed to 500 and turn off auto braking like that. Now for the tag string, which is player, you need to go into your Photon VR player prefab and go into your head and create a new empty called monster chase object or make monster chase empty. Now set the tag on empty to player. You don't probably have to create the tag because it already will be inside. So now if you drag this down to the floor, so if you're wondering why your floor isn't blue, this is how you do it. This is how you fix this. So click on your floor, add a new component called a nav mesh surface, and then bake it like that. Now on your monster, move your model so it'll be like a little bit up, but like make sure your monster is like the cylinder is like touching the ground like that, and the model is like above that, like somewhere like that. Okay, now for the monster, if you want it to have a jump scare, you need to first new create a new capsule in monster and then move this like above the model like that. Now move this capsule to be like down, like click on edit collider and drag this down like that so the player can't actually like, go under the monster and can't get like uh killed by the monster. So now um select is trigger on the capsule collider. On exclude layers, click on left controller and right controller. Set the layer to a new layer called monster. It doesn't really have to be monster, just set it to whatever you want. Whatever monster that isn't default or whatever. So now you need to add on the capsule a new component called teleport gorilla player. Now gorilla player, you just need to select this as gorilla player. Object to disable is when you have a map that is the same as Scary Baboon, like a facility. So this will disable all the walls. So this will disable all the walls or floors, or the walls and floors, which will allow it to like quicker like teleport for a quicker teleport. So I don't really have anything that will actually like block it from teleporting me to the like to the place or like the respawn point. Teleport location is your respawn point, obviously. Wait time is how long your jump scare is gonna be. Uh, teleport overlay is gonna be whenever you're teleporting. Gonna be the jump scare like that. Now the teleport sound. So if you want the sound to work, don't make it so like it will like turn on the sound like whenever you're teleporting in the like the jump scare. Make sure it doesn't have play on awake on. Make sure it's always enabled. So this won't like jump scare you when you're playing, so don't worry. So in capsule, do that for the audio source, and if you play it like that, and if your model like moves on its right side, then rotate the model to the right like that. Now like that. So now in monster like that, it like moves around. So yes, the movement works, and the jump scare works. Yes, it works. I tried it out. You try it out because I'm not gonna risk myself scaring the crap out of myself whenever I see the audio whatever. So anyways, all of this works. So bye.